Hello all, and welcome to what I sincerely hope is the final part of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Yes, the thumbnail is an absolute mess. You're welcome.
Wouldn't ask for anything else.
Like I told Yogi before, it was either going to be this or some boring book. It was a pretty obvious choice. I just wanted to bask here a little bit longer. 100% completion. It's so beautiful.
Why do they all have really angry faces in the Trinity archive?
I don't know. Why do they?
Really
Also, Terra's looks really unfinished. That's another matter. Anyway, you know what we're doing here. We're reading the journal, but before that, we're going to be reading the Xehanort letter and the reports, which, of course, there is 13 of them total. Would not have it any other way. Alright, so we're going to be alternating. I'm going to start with the letter. Please accept my deepest gratitude for the invitation to witness your pupil's ascension to the office of True Keyblade Master. It's a heavy mantle our master placed upon your shoulders in naming you successor. But you have nonetheless persevered and raised 2 masters yourself. I know it cannot have been easy. I did you a terrible harm in the past over a petty difference in opinion, and just a few years ago, selfishly thrust my own burdens upon you. I think of you like a younger brother, and yet, fool that I am, I never availed myself of the countless opportunities to apologize or thank you for opening your home to the boy. Yet not once have you believed me. On the contrary, here you are inviting me to such an important ceremony. Oh, this is so long-winded, I'm barely through any of this. I intended to be there to offer you all my blessings. Our master chose his hair wisely. Ours is a bizarrely ironic task. Watch over the light from the shadows. But in the face of that, the warmth in your heart and unfeeling dedication to the light impressed me to no end. I have taken to wandering the world and seen much darkness, hiding the light. Lately, I fear it has taken a turn for the worse. Perhaps Yen Sid has already told you about the unversed. These fledgling emotions derive from negativity, and I can now sense their presence in nearly every world. And on the topic of darkness, we must speak of another matter that concerns me, one related to the upcoming ceremony. When I visited several years ago, your pupil Terra drew my attention. His power is immense, to be sure, but within his heart I could see darkness, just waiting to be awakened. I know this is none of my business, but I have reservations about welcoming Terra as a true Keyblade Master without taking certain precautions. The traditional examination, perhaps, to see if he has the mark of mastery? The choice is yours, and I will humbly respect your decision. Take care, I eagerly wait our long overdue reunion.
It actually sounds pretty normal here.
Yeah, also you can see that he's totally setting Terra up to fail, so...
Yeah.
I guess that's glad to see that it didn't come totally out of nowhere.
Pretty much. Alright, time for Xehanort's Report 1. My turn to read.
Oh, yours is monumentally shorter.
Yeah, it's like half short. Much time has passed since I left the home of my youth behind, and in the myriad worlds I have since visited, I have gained much knowledge. On these pages, I intend to record a portion of that knowledge and put the course of my life to paper. Upon reflection, my life underwent the most considerable sea change when I arrived at that place. Yes, it began when I found a master, and another I would later call my brother, when I found a new home. Then there was the Keyblade. Which Keyblade? Sorry. For what purpose was it begotten, and by whom? During my training as one of its wielders, the precepts offered a clear answer. The Keyblade could exist so that we who watched over the light could protect the world from the shadows. Oh, they could have said darkness.
They could have.
But was that the true answer? Could there not be more to it than that? My heart sought knowledge, and so sometimes I visited other worlds, though such travels was forbidden unless duty required, and found what my heart sought.
Right, Xehanort Report 2. Our master instructed us to don armor while traveling between worlds, so that we might shield ourselves from the darkness. But there, in the lanes between, I could feel the force of it, the power. From there on, when I forewent my armor's protection, I had been told that the darkness would devour me. But what terrors could it possibly hold so long as I found the strength to control it? The world is vast, and the worlds within the greater world unaccountable. I have questions, and I'm never going to get that answered, am I? Like little islands, they dot a great ocean between, which keeps them ignorant of each other, uncorrupted. Each world has its own order. Unlike us, they could not know of the world in its entirety. And we were never to enlighten them.
Interesting. This is going to be the only new content you guys are going to get, by the way.
Yeah. Everything else is just going to be reading back on
literal retreading.
Yeah, the retrospective. Hi, Cyber. I would say I hope you enjoy, but who am I kidding?
In ancient times, no such buffers kept the larger world divided. There were no walls of light enclosing each smaller world the way they do today. Nothing prevented one from physically interfering with the next. At that time, the world was filled with light. Sorry. And a great many Keyblade wielders.
We're trying, Cyber. We're trying to make it funny.
But without buffers, the world begins to squabble over ownership of the light. You see, they learned of the Keyblade's true use. Look, you have to wait until frickin' Ace Attorney before you get it funny, alright? War broke out as each of the Keyblade wielders struggled to lay claim to an almighty entity known as Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts could be described as an aggregate of hearts. Worlds, too, have hearts, just like people. Each world's heart is concealed from sight beyond a hidden door. By gathering all the hearts of all the worlds in a single place, one may complete Kingdom Hearts. Oh, you get another long one.
Yeah. Oh, yay. And when Kingdom Hearts is complete, it is said the one who opens its door will bring about the creation of the next world. Interesting they felt the need to capitalize that. Oh, okay, so I guess that's a place. Such a feat is above any human. Or to put it a different way, whoever opens that door will be reborn as something far greater than a human. Light and darkness are two sides of the same coin. The darkness! There's no light! The Keyblade wielders' great war over Kingdom Hearts was fought by... my voice is gonna die from this one. Was fought by defenders of the light, servants of darkness, those who sought to reconcile the two, and those motivated by nothing more than lust for power. The whole spectrum of thought was swept into the conflict, and the worlds that did not go to war found the war brought to them. In the end, the whole capital world, but it was lower, whatever.
I think it's just like
cast into darkness.
I think the capital world is like supposed to be like the entire universe.
Honestly, Cyber, I'm this close to doing it. I have my death counter open for the darkness counter. That was how the ancient Keyblade War drew to a close. To this day, no one has ever managed to open the door to Kingdom Hearts. Sometime later, the little light that remained in the hearts gave rise to the world we know today. One made of many worlds behind just as many walls, so that the Keyblade War would not be repeated. Ow, my poor throat.
Sweet, I get another short one.
Lucky. I should let you go first.
At present, the lanes and corridors that run between the worlds may only be traversed by us Keyblade wielders, and those who have given themselves over to darkness. As the former, our duty is to cross the chasms between worlds and guard against the latter, whose darkness corrupts and contaminates, so that no world need ever be lost again. Few Keyblade wielders remain now. I have heard of but a handful of others outside my circle, but the world is vast, and I almost lost my place, and more of our kind may we have here. Now, in addition to the realm of light in which we reside, there is also a realm of darkness in the realm between which connects the two. The realm of darkness is the most forbidden. I am told none who set foot there have ever returned.
Cyber, this isn't quite a full compromise to what you did, but I set it up so that I can have the voice clip play without having the death counter show. So every time he says Keyblade, you'll get say nor Keyblade, okay? Okay.
Amazing.
We're 4 to 6. Okay, good, a short one. There are 3 families of
Keyblade.
the
Keyblade.
of light we wield
Keyblade.
of darkness and
Keyblade.
of hearts. Perfect timing, right? The first and second families differ only in the origin.
Keyblade.
Of darkness are found in the realm of darkness. The counterparts to
Keyblade.
we use are in the realm of light. The third type of key, the
Keyblade.
of hearts, came into existence when the world was reorganized after the
Keyblade.
war. Without this key, Kingdom Hearts is forever beyond a person's reach. Only by gathering together 7 hearts of pure light, hearts completely devoid of darkness, one may forge a
Keyblade.
of hearts and open the door to Kingdom Hearts. And as stated before, opening this door arguably gives that person control over all worlds and all people.
Ooh, I get a kind of long one now. Oh yeah, we have the Keyblade. Oh, this is gonna be a terrible one. Get ready to press that button a lot, Mayo.
I already have a finger over the button. Go.
I have uncovered the
Keyblade.
ultimate mystery. You see, besides the 3 family of
Keyblade.
there's another.
Keyblade.
While it may sound the same when spoken, it is noted uniquely.
Keyblade.
And make no mistake, while it resembles a normal, it is something.
Oh, I didn't hit the key that time. Oops.
Am I too late or too early?
No, I hit the wrong key accidentally. I meant to numpad A and accidentally hit the left side. Oops, hit the wrong.
But am I perfect?
Yeah, you're fine. You're actually in the perfect amount of time. So.
All right.
Keyblade.
Are said to be man-made counterparts to Kingdom Hearts. The
Keyblade.
however, coexists with Kingdom Hearts. It is only forged when 2 hearts of equal power intersect. 1 heart of pure darkness, 1 of pure light. At the time of its forging, Kingdom Hearts appears. It must be noted, though, that this Kingdom Hearts is special. Unlike the kingdoms brought about forcibly and artificially through this collection of hearts, this Kingdom Hearts is a perfect and completely union of all the world's hearts. Surely, it was over that the ancient
Keyblade.
war was fought. I assume you pressed the button.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I was scrolling down at the time, so I missed it for a second, but I got it.
Okay. If so, the walls that divide the worlds today are of little consequence. With the
Keyblade.
all their hearts could be instantly reunited, and the
Keyblade.
war refought.
Now I'm starting to wish I had more keybinds for sounds.
Okay, I'm taking a look at all of them. Until the end, the last 2, they're kind of longish. So
Yeah, 8 looks kind of long. Right. My brother, People Ericus, thinks only in absolutes. Well, isn't that a truth? He has persuaded himself that light is the only way, but forgets that light cannot exist without shadow. Oh, the perfect opportunity to say darkness. I believe in a balance of light and darkness is what sustains our world. But too much of the darkness has been stamped out, disrupting that balance. Someone must tear down this tyranny of light and reorganize the world around the darkness, which then creeps back in. Ericus and I did not see eye to eye. I left and wandered the world. This was perhaps the first time I felt truly free since that day I departed from my boyhood home. But free to do what? I'd already shown the mark and become a
Keyblade.
master. But having been passed as successor, all that remained of me was the road of a teacher. Ordinarily,
Keyblade.
masters take pupils under their wings, valuable minds in which to impress their precepts of the
Keyblade.
wielder and keep our profession alive for generations to come. Was my time drawing to an end then? After all I had accomplished since casting away at that place my birth, surely waiting for a quiet death would not do. Now there's still so much I need to see myself. Powers help me, I thought. My body is so old. Yes, cyber darkness is everywhere.
Of course it is. We,
Keyblade.
masters, have a special gift. We can extract a heart, be it our own or that of another. Hey, when does this ever come into play?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it ever happened.
I guess it did in Kingdom Hearts 3 at the way end when he took
you're being
Harry's-
serious? I thought you were joking. It's Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, that too, I guess. I don't know, man. By continuing this cycle, it is possible to remain in the world of living forever. As a boy, I dreamed of seeing the farthest reaches of the world. If I only went far enough, there had to be a world out there in which no one had ever before set foot. And now I know of just such a world. If I become the first to open Kingdom Hearts door, I can create a next world in which light, and darkness exist in perfect equilibrium. Okay, I guess it wasn't a total asshole at the end of the game of Kingdom Hearts 3.
There was some precedent. Fine. Okay, I will give them that. There was something in here. Fine.
Yeah, he still is an evil motherfucker.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So there.
To be fair, I don't think he sounded totally evil on that last support either.
True. Well, I mean, I think this is before he truly goes insane,
Yeah.
to be honest. With vast knowledge in one gnarled, dying hand, and newfound purpose in the other, the next step was clear. I needed a new vessel. Okay, now he's starting.
And now he's going.
And that was when I met Ventus and made him my pupil. We were destined to meet, and I could sense the potential within him. But the boy was too benign for his own good. I came to the conclusion he was too frail to serve as a vessel, and decided to use him for a second purpose I had in mind. I would remove the darkness from his heart and split him in two. Then I would have my heart of pure light and my heart of pure darkness.
As was to be expected, Ventus lacked the constitution for such an ordeal. I was able to remove the darkness inside him and create Vanitas, the hearts of pure darkness. But Ventus drifted into the clutches of sleep. Ventus's heart of pure light and Vanitas' heart of pure darkness. If both could be made strong enough to one day clash, I knew the
Keyblade.
would be forged. But Vanitas took too much of Ventus's heart, and from that fracture I could see the last of Ventus's light was slipping away. The boy deserved a place to spend his final moments peacefully. Oh, that doesn't actually sound that evil. Well, okay. I guess he wasn't totally lost. And what should come to mind but my own boyhood home? My legs took me there, unbidden, and as I stood there on the same beach where I had made my choice so many years ago, I thought, not a single thing has changed. Here in this quiet world, time marches in place. Content that Ventus would find peace here, I started to walk away. But just then, the boy held up his...
Keyblade.
The light within him had not died.
Ventus and Vanitas were not matched in power. I could not train them together, or Vanitas' darkness would gnaw away what little Ventus had left. Of course, since I needed a place where the boy's light might flourish, the answer was obvious. Ericus and his absolutes. Considering how we had parted ways, I expected friction. But if anything, Ericus seemed delighted to see me again. He readily agreed to take care of Ventus. Now I need only wait for the boy's heart to get even stronger. I had not visited this second home of mine for some time, and discovered Ericus had already found 2 pupils of his own. Within one of them, Terra, I sensed something. The boy, though well-intentioned, seeks power single-mindedly. And that kind of hunger is a seabed for darkness. I have found my vessel.
Okay, so this takes place before the letter, but the letter is above all the... I'm just not going to question it. Alright,
Yeah.
last report. The time had come. I have received word from Ericus that his pupils are to become true
Keyblade.
masters. Terra and Aqua. They will be easy now to lure into the outside world. But Ventus! I will get nowhere without him!
Why does that have an exclamation mark?
Ventus! Vanitas can feel some of what Ventus feels, and he says that Terra is the key. Ventus has loved Terra like a real brother ever since I let him keep his old wooden...
Keyblade.
It seems we have found a loose thread at which we can tug to unravel Ventus's heart. The first step is to get Terra alone. Then, which means that wasn't very hard, he just had to stand around the staircase for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Then we need to plant the seeds of doubt in Ventus. Again, that only took a couple minutes, it didn't take that long. Let him carry his faint light as he chases his brother into the darkness. Let the darkness make his light stronger. Then let the light have light deep in the darkness. Where the two finally meet is where the stuff of legends will become real.
Why did he say the stuff of legends? This is the most un-Xehanort thing to say.
I mean, I guess it works still. He's trying to make another Keyblade War. It's just, yeah, sounds really unalliterate, I guess. Alright. We already decided ahead of time that we were only going to do one of these journal readings for the character. We're not doing all 3. That would be insane. So we are going to do Ventus.
And then Aqua, and then Terra. And Joker.
What, yeah, I was going to say, like, why even joke like that? You have to suffer through this too.
This could go really bad or totally fine.
I'm going to roll map because I don't want to listen to the background music for the Dwarf Woodlands the whole time.
Fair enough.
Reports.
Good in town.
No. Cyber says that's a bummer. Alright, let's... How much of this are we actually going to read? I guess is the first... Are we just doing story or are we doing literally everything?
Depends. What do you think?
I mean, for one, if we're doing literally everything, then there's not going to be much point for you reading the journal yourself after the story. Because it's going to be different for everyone. Secret reports is obviously no point. We already did that. Character files in Unversed, I think that one's fair. We can read through that.
Yeah, and then...
But the others probably don't matter too much.
Yeah, they shouldn't. I think they don't
Yeah,
matter. Right? Clearly, let's read through all the command collection.
Leaf Bracer, Scan, Once More, Blizzard Screen, Thunder Screen, Dark Screen, Reload Boost, Defender, EXP Chance, EXP Walker, Damage Siphon, Second Chance, Fire Screen, Air Combo Plus, Finish Boost, Combo F Plus, Magic Case, Attack Case, Item Boost, Cure Boost, Thunder Boost, Blizzard Boost, Fire Boost, 0 EXP, HP Boost, Lucky Strike, Link Prize Plus, HP Prize Plus, and Treasure Magnet. I know you were joking, but I wasn't going to let that go through.
That's all the abilities.
Yep.
Jesus.
Alright, let's go to story. Land of Departure. I did the last report, so you can do this one.
Alright. Luckily, we can conveniently turn pages still.
Yep.
Ventus, a Keyblade wielder, had been trained diligently under Master Ericus along with his best friends, Terra and Aqua. One night, Ventus, or Ven as they called him, was up on the summit watching a meteor shower when Aqua arrived and gave him a good luck charm called a Wayfinder. At the Mark of Mastery exam the next day, Aqua passed the test and was recognized as a true
Oh, right.
Keyblade.
So I kind of blanked out after a couple minutes.
Master. But Terra, Master Ericus decided was not ready for the same honor. Ven was already...
He decided.
Yeah, interesting. I accidentally changed the page on accident. Where did I leave off at? Ven was already fraught with concern for his friend when suddenly a boy in a mask appeared out of nowhere and claimed that Terra was leaving. By the time Ven caught up with him, he would be a different person. And without any further explanation... Oh, thank you for, explaining that there was no explanation. The master visitor vanished. Sure enough, Ven could not stop Terra from leaving. Scared he had just lost one of his best friends. That's not how that works, Ven. Ven donned his armor the same way Terra had done, and flew off to go find him.
Look, I think the real moral of this story is that everyone's a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
Alright, Dwarf Woodlands. Ven could not contain his excitement as he took in his first glimpse of another world. Here in the mountains, he met 7 dwarves mining for jewels. He asked them if they'd seen Terra, but the dwarves mistook this strange visitor for a thief, and sent him on his way. As he was walking through the woods, Ven heard a scream. It was Snow White, who had been frightened by the shadows of the woods. She was looking for a place to rest, so Ven took her back to a cottage he had seen along the way. Totally legal, guys, don't worry. You can take anybody else's home.
Of course.
Just assume it's abandoned, it's okay. The cottage belonged to the dwarves. Oops. Who treated Snow White much more cordially than they had been. Strange monsters had attacked her, she explained, after she met a man with a sword like a key. I'm not sure if I should hit the key by that one.
Do it.
Keyblade.
Convinced this could only be Terra, Ven rushed out to find him, but Terra had moved on to other worlds.
Aw, sorry, Ven.
Unfortunate.
Alright. Soon after arriving in the chateau where Cinderella and Jacques lived, or is it Jack? I can't remember.
Jacques? I think.
Jacques? Jack? It's Jack, I think.
I mean, it's French, so...
I'm going with Jack. Just to be safe, I suppose. Then noticed something strange. For some explicable reason, he had shrunk. Well, I'm glad they also explained that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Aqua gets shrunk by the fairy godmother in her story, so maybe Ven just got shrunk by her and somehow didn't even see her.
I guess.
That's all I can think of. I mean, we don't exactly have Donald Magic to blame here.
Yeah. It wasn't long before he learned of Cinderella's plight. No matter how hard she worked, it was never a good enough time for her stepmother, Lady Tremaine. Tonight, she wanted to go to the ball more than anything, but the way Jack saw it, Stepmuddy, okay, yeah, it's Jack then, would make sure Cinderella had never had time to make a dress. Ven and Jack decided to scavenge for materials and make the dress themselves, braving even the claws of Lucifer the cat, I'll never get over that name, to collect the last item they needed. A beautiful pearl. Cinderella was delighted with the lovely pink dress they had made for her. She thanked them and got ready to leave for the palace. For the palace. Dreams do come true, Ven thought, as he remembered his friend's own dreams of becoming
Keyblade.
masters.
Just don't be like, yeah, we just got this vial of no darkness or light, no hearts.
I know, it was bugging
no
me a little
Keyblade.
bit.
It's scary. Alright. Princess Aurora had fallen into an eternal slumber from the evil fairy Maleficent's curse. Now her heart had been stolen as well, and it fell upon Ven and the 3 good fairies watching over her to go to the Forbidden Mountain and get it back. When they freed the princess's heart, memory played back before their eyes of the day Aurora and the prince of her dreams were finally brought together and fell in love. Before Ven and the good fairies could escape the castle, they were confronted by a furious Maleficent, who informed them Terra was the one who stole Aurora's heart. Kind of a half-truth, but okay. Ven found himself torn. The friend he knew would never do that. But hadn't the masked boy said that Terra was on his way to becoming a different person? Question mark? It was Aqua who showed up to put an end to his fears. But when she then insisted Ven return home with her, he ran off. There was no way he could go home until he tracked Terra down.
I like it. Different person? I love it. On the Badlands. Wait, why is the Badlands? Oh yeah, I guess that does happen next in the story.
Yeah.
For Ven. On the Badlands, Ven once again found himself face to face with the masked boy. He asked how Terra would be a different person. The Terra you know will be gone forever, the boy explained. In much to Ven's surprise, he summoned a...
Keyblade.
Not only was the masked boy a
Keyblade.
wielder, but a vastly superior one, which makes no sense in retrospect.
I mean, I guess he could have been trained by Xehanort. It's been a few years.
Yeah, but Xehanort said he didn't train him.
You know,
Remember
good
in the
point.
reports?
Yeah, he did say that because he didn't want him getting too strong. Okay, I have no idea. Maybe he learned on his own.
With disdain, he prepared to finish Ven off. But Mickey, whoo, arrived just in the nick of time. The two joined forces and managed to drive the assailant off. Mickey, whoo, too, was a
Keyblade.
wielder. He had been training under the great sorcerer Yen Sid, but ran off without permission when he learned the worlds were in danger. Ven smiled at how much they had in common.
You're
But
both
when
terrible
Mickey-
students.
Exactly. But when Mickey tried to show Ven the star shard he had been using to travel from world to world, it erupted in an unexpected blaze of light. Okay, there's too much unexpected inexplicables happening here.
Yes. Also, you read light wrong. Come on, do it again.
Oh yeah, an unexpected blaze of light that
Thank
had
you.
engulfed the both of them and whisked them off to destinations unknown. I was gonna reread that part anyway, so I would have caught myself.
Okay, yeah, I was expecting this one to be a bit long.
Kingdom Hearts is much.
Then followed Mickey as far as the castle doors, but the guards, Elias and Dylan, prevented him from pursuing his new friend any further. Instead, he wound up chasing an enormous unverse through the city. Along the way, he rescued Scrooge, who thanked him with 3 lifetime passes to Disney Town.
Disneyland!
Apparently, Ven was not the only one to hail from another world. Next, Ven met the great wizard Merlin. He is really bad at tracking down Terra. They learned about a special book with the power to awaken one's inner strength. When Ven finally managed to corner the Unversed, he found Terra and Aqua, who had been chasing the Unversed on their own for no inexplicable reason. Then again, you didn't have one either. The 3 Unversed combined into one massive form, and it took Ven and both his friends fighting together to bring the giant down. I'm not even halfway. Their happy reunion was spoiled, however, when Aqua accused Terra of putting himself too close to the darkness. Realizing she had been sent by Master Ericus to spy on him, Terra stormed off, shocked and hurt. While searching for his friend, Ben rescued a little boy, an orphan named Ienzo, from the Unverse. The boy's guardian, I hate that it's pronounced this way, Evan, thanked Ben for his heroism and pointed him towards Terra. Terra seemed distant. His words had the ring of resignation. Ben felt uneasy going after him this time. Instead, he went to tell Aqua, for some reason. But she brushed him off, again insisting he return home to the land of departure. Wow, that's just mean. And left him there alone. Then took out a battered wooden sword Terra had given him back in better days. Terra had even performed a mock ceremony, pretending to pass the power of one
Keyblade.
onto Ven. It was a happy memory. He remembered the talk of the 3 of them that had that night. Being a
Keyblade.
master is all I've ever dreamed about, Terra said. It's not like they played that over and over again in his story. Well, you're not the only one, replied Aqua. They were all of one mind, working towards a single goal. Ben was still reliving those memories when a boy named Lee showed up out of nowhere to end the 2 of them fight. Baffled, Ben agreed, but Lee ended up wearing himself out before their quote-unquote battle had begun. As Lee and his friend Isa started taking digs at each other, Ben watched in envy, missing the days when his friendship was so simple to define.
I love how this journal is full of inexplicably unexpected out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's usually when you need to go back and rewrite your script.
Okay, why is Disney Town so long?
I mean, it's infinitely shorter than Radiant Garden, but yeah, it's still longer than you would think.
You're only in Disney Town for like a grand total of 5 minutes.
Alright, well, Enjoy your short reads.
When Ven arrived in Disneytown, the annual Dream Festival was already in full swing. Captain Justice, the town's fearless defender and hero, turned up to greet him for the only reason Captain J, whose real name was Pete, had suddenly grown a conscience was to win a prize for good citizenship. As a result, he had been rushing to people's rescue when, if anything, sorry, I lost my line because I freaking scrolled weirdly. They needed rescuing from him. At Huey, Dewey, and Louie's ice cream shop, for example, he offered to fix their new ice cream machine. But when it proved to be more difficult than expected, he decided to fix it with his fists instead.
Hey, Captain J, let me help.
Exactly. Fortunately, Ven was there to intervene. He got the machine up and running, and Captain J fled the scene in a huff, foiled yet again.
Curse you meddling kids!
I don't know what these are. I'm just going to say ellipses, because I like to say ellipses. The million...
The hyphens?
The hyphens. Wait a minute. Do you not see the Million Dreams award thing?
Wait, where is it?
In Disneytown. Do you not see this?
No, it's not there.
Oh, well, apparently mine has more, and I'm going to read it off because yours doesn't have it.
Yeah, like, you can see it on the stream, right? It stops at foil
Yeah,
yet again.
it's not there. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to read it. Alright, I don't know why it's not there.
I don't know, I have 100% on my save.
Yeah, so do I, so I can't answer you. The Million Dreams Award for Good Citizenship went to Ventus, Aqua, and Terra, a three-way tie. Furiously, Pete stormed the stage. He had expected a landslide victory in his favor, but in the end, Queen Minnie banished him from Disneytown until he had time to cool off.
Wait, I think I know why it might be on yours. You have more. Because remember, you didn't finish Ventus until after you beat Aqua, did you? You saved Ventus.
I think so.
Yeah,
Not
so
sure.
that's why. So that line's probably on my Aqua journal.
Oh, probably, yeah. During his exile, however, Pete was called upon by Maleficent, who offered to free him in exchange for his help conquering all worlds. Reluctantly, he agreed and vanished into the portal she opened. That's the end.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, Olympus Coliseum. A young aspiring hero named Zack had been chasing... Oh, nope, not that one. An aspiring hero named Zack had been chasing Phil, trainer of heroes all around town, hoping to become his next student. Phil had already taken Hercules under his wing, but he agreed to rethink which of them he'd train based on their performance in the upcoming games. Naturally, Phil's decision dampened Hercules' spirits. He had been born a god, but someone had kidnapped him as a baby and made him mortal. Training with Phil and becoming a true hero was the only way he could join his parents on Olympus. Ben offered to help him practice, because he's nice like that. Both Hercules and Zack made it to the final. However, no sooner than their match begun, and a swarm of unversed attacked the town, threatening to cut their games short. Games short.
Games.
Ben didn't want their hard work to go to waste and ran off to face the unversed, alone, but Hercules forfeited the match anyway, and together they drove off the unversed. Zack showed up to help afterwards, but Phil explained that being a true hero takes more than muscle. You have to have the heart and care about people. This time, only one of them had cared fast enough. The whole competition with Zack had been so Hercules could make a new friend and rise to the challenge. Ben said that his farewells and to come back to visit Hercules and Zack once they'd become true heroes. Yeah, good luck with that, especially with Zack.
Yeah, Zack never appeared again.
Yeah, and considering how far along the Final Fantasy VII story seems to be in the Kingdom Hearts series now, I think we can guess what happened to him.
He died.
Then again, Aerith's still alive, so who knows?
Who knows? After Ven battled with an unversed in the lanes between. Okay, what the hell is the lanes between?
I guess that's like where the gummy ship things fly through, or whatever.
I guess. It took refuge in a passing spaceship. Ven decided to board the ship and finish it off. There, he met Experiment 626, who knew Terra's and Aqua's names and carried a trinket just like Ven's Wayfinder. More interesting still, 626 kept trying to follow him. Ven didn't want this friendly creature to get hurt, So he told him to stay behind. Yeah, friendly.
Friendly in
went
quotes.
Then went to the machinery bay to fight the Unversed alone. But Ven hadn't been there for more than a moment before 626 burst onto the scene. He was like a different creature, and his face was twisted in a violent snarl. Together, they destroyed the Unversed, but 626 continued to lash out at everything. Only after hitting Ven did he finally return to his senses. Good friend, by the way.
Yeah, very good friend. I mean, at least he did come to his senses after hitting him, right?
Yeah. With a sad expression, 626 held out his wayfinder. It had been smashed into pieces. Aww. Ven cheered him up by explaining that real friendship can't be broken so easily. Just then, Captain Gamtu appeared with the blaster drawn, accusing 626 of only knowing how to hurt and destroy. Ven and 626 seized an opportunity to escape the spaceship, but as pursuers closed in, the hyperdrive on 626's patrol ship malfunctioned, setting Ven hurtling? Is that supposed to be hurling?
I think it's supposed to say hurling.
Hurtling off to the far corner of space.
Neverland. Slightly and chubby. I guess those are the Lost Boys.
Cubby.
Cubby. I read this chubby, I'm sorry. We're helping Tinkerbell hunt for a shooting star, which had landed in Neverland the night before. So Ven decided to join them. Along the way, they ran into Peter Pan, a boy who could fly. He talks slightly in Cubby, into helping him steal pirate treasure instead. Ven, however, decided to stick with Tinkerbell, and they found Mickey's star shard in the Indian camp. Tink was delighted to get her hands on the shooting star, but Captain Hook showed up and nabbed the star shard and Pixie alike. Ven found Peter Pan, and together they set off for Mermaid Lagoon, where they knew Captain Hook was lying in wait. As cannonballs from the pirate ship rained down on them, Tinkerbell appeared. She told Peter Pan that she had escaped with the help of a man carrying a large sword. The cannon fire ceased, and Captain Hook gleefully assumed he had won. On the contrary, Ven and the crocodile had both come for him. Defeated, Hook plummeted into the sea. Screaming as Crocodile chased him off into the horizon, Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, who had put a stop to the cannon fire, returned with an empty treasure chest. Slightly suggested that they can fill it with their own treasures. So when Ven's turn came, he placed the wooden wooden
Keyblade.
Terror had given him inside the chest. Tinkerbell was next, and was about to put in the star shard in when Ven explained that it might belong to a friend. But no sooner had she handed that over, a burst of light whisked Ven off into the sky.
Excuse me? Burst of what?
Oh, you're right, sorry. No sooner than she handed it over than a burst of light whisked Ven off into the sky.
Thank you. Ah, yes, another short one for me. How lovely.
Yeah, and I'm probably about to get Destiny Island, so good luck with Keyblade Graveyard.
I get Land of Departure, too. Nice. The Star Shard sent Ven to the tower of the great sorcerer Yen Sid, where he met a magician named Donald and a knight named Goofy. Both were very worried about Mickey.
Yeah, I know I missed some of those in Neverland, I'm sorry. I noticed it too late.
Missing key. When Yen Sid knew Ven had left home without Master Ericus' permission, but let the matter rest. His own apprentice Mickey was never one to follow directions either. Oh, Mickey. When Yen Sid used his magic to locate Mickey, they discovered him lying hurt on the Badlands. Darkness soon clouded the image. Ven immediately set off.
Ven just doesn't go to okay, never mind. I get the Keyblade Graveyard. Good luck, me.
Yeah. Once he had convinced Donald and Goofy to let him go alone.
Oh wait, it's Badlands again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, you do get Destiny Islands. It's not too bad though.
Okay. Soon after coming to Mickey's rescue, Ven found himself face to face with Master Xehanort, triggering a sudden, traumatic recall of Ven's lost memories. Should Ventus's light ever clutch of Vanitas the dog? I hit the wrong thing he had lost, the
Keyblade.
would be forged. The ancient letter, in its name, a symbol of death and endings. Master Ericus feared this, which is why he had kept Ven from leaving home. Ven found himself accepting this explanation for all of the distrust that he had been festering inside of him. Learn the truth, Xehanort commanded before casting Ven and Mickey alike into the lanes between.
Do you see the 3 dots?
Yeah, they're on lane of departure now.
Yeah. Look, that's those are the 3 dots that were in what's it called? Disney Town, for me.
All right.
Which I'm just gonna call ellipses. Okay. Ven was greeted by Master Ericus and immediately confronted him about the
Keyblade.
The very mention of the name confirmed Ericus's worst fears. That Xehanort had not truly abandoned his old ambitions. Ellipses. Once Xehanort's fascination with the legend of the
Keyblade.
and the
Keyblade.
war had been so great that he sought to recreate the war, plunging the world into darkness just to see what new light would dawn. Master Ericus tried to stop him, but his face was scarred by the wave of darkness Xehanort unleashed. Ellipses yet again.
Whoa.
Unwilling to repeat this failure, Ericus prepared to put an end to Ven and prevent Xehanort's ambitions from being achieved. But before he could, Terra arrived like a Power Ranger and rushed to Ven's defense.
Terra, you're a good boy sometimes.
Their teacher's power was formidable, and the only way to hold it off was for Terra to release the darkness inside him. Ven watched his best friend and master square off. Haha, you get it?
Funny.
I don't know if
Square.
that was intentional, but it's good.
It's
Then
good if it
Terra
was.
picked him and tossed him back into the lanes between. Picked him up, sorry.
Alright. Destiny Islands is actually longer than I thought it would be. Wait, what does Ventus even do in Destiny Islands? Doesn't he just stand around, talk to Ventus for a minute, and then leave? Or Vanitas, I mean.
Venus, I think so.
Yeah. Alright. A portal to the lanes between opened, and Ven came tumbling out onto a beach, where he was confronted by Vanitas. Well, that didn't take long. Ignoring him, Ven trudged off to find his way back to Terra. When Vanitas insisted they join and create the
Keyblade.
Ven flatly refused, knowing he could prevent the Keyblade, wait, no, it doesn't say Keyblade, it just says Blade. Well, whatever, I'm playing it anyway. He could prevent the
Keyblade.
from being forged if he did not fight. Ellipses. Years before, Master Xehanort had tried to draw the darkness out of Ven, intending to pit the boy against one of Master Ericus' students of light and create the
Keyblade.
But through countless monsters had closed in on Ventus, he had refused to fight, let alone rely on darkness, and soon lay on the ground in defeat. Xehanort's patience had finally run out, so he extracted the darkness from Ven by force, thereby creating Vanitas. Ellipses. Now Ventus's two halves faced each other again on the beach. Vanitas beckoned Ven to the
Keyblade.
graveyard, where he could either fight or watch as Terra and Aqua's lives were snuffed out.
And that's all of the story.
For reasons unknown, there's nothing on the Keyblade graveyard. Well, or actually, I guess it does kind of make sense, because the last save you can make is before all the really plot-heavy stuff happens.
True.
So, you lucked out is what I'm saying.
Pretty much. I basically would have read the entire ending.
Yeah. Alright, I went to character files and just started hitting so starting with Ventus.
Okay, so that should be me first,
Yep.
right?
It is.
Alright. One of Master Ericus's pupils. He usually goes by Ven for short. He and Terra and Aqua train together, sharing both a healthy rivalry and a strong bond of friendship. Haunted by the masked boy's warnings about Terra, Ven defied Master Ericus, ran away from home, and set off for the outside world to find his friend.
And then you can see the character models. So I'm not going to do this for every character, but so yeah, it's here. Aqua. Oh, I get a nice short one. The only one of Master Ericus' pupils to have been recognized as a true
Keyblade.
Master. A healthy rivalry and close friendship bind her and her training mates Terra and Ven together. You can use a shorter one.
Nice. A young Terra, a young man in training to become a Keyblade Master.
Oh, go back. Hold on. To become a what?
A
Keyblade.
Master.
Thank you.
He and his fellow pupils, Aqua and Ventus, share a healthy rivalry and strong bond of friendship.
I find it kind of noticeable that here they say Aqua and Ventus, but on Aqua's it said Terra and Ven.
Oh my god. They've been doing that left and right.
I know, it's just funny. Alright. One of the true
Keyblade.
masters, and also Terra, Aqua, and Ventus's teacher. He has a strong aversion to darkness, and believes it to be the duty of every
Keyblade.
master to rid the world of it. Though strict on the outside, he is not unkind and loves his pupils like his own children.
Oh yeah, I get Xehanort. One of the true
Keyblade.
masters. The longtime acquaintance of Master Ericus. He is connected with the Masked Boy and harbors a hidden agenda.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's wearing his planes on his sleeve.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I still think he's probably more trustworthy than Eric is. Alright. Yensid, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, 1940. A great sorcerer who dwells within the mysterious tower. Yensid was the first to detect something amiss with the worlds and alerted Master Ericus as soon as he could. He is concerned about his apprentice, Mickey, who has run off.
Ooh, speaking of which. Steamboat Willie, 1928.
He's old.
King of Disney Castle. He put aside his training under Yen Sid and ran off when he heard the worlds were in trouble.
I'm surprised that, especially in Ventus' story, that it's so short. Like, I would understand it being this short maybe for or not for Terra's, but I think the other two should have a little more.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Vicky voice meme. Oh yeah.
Read it in Donald voice, please.
Right, of course. God of Dark! The last little hand! 1931! I'm a kissing as a service of King Mickey! He is trophy master! Tyler! Where's it has a king? Who can miss it? In the middle of his
Goofy.
Alright,
Two
you gotta do it,
weeks
Goofy, yeah.
2 weeks vacation, 1952. The captain of King Mickey's, oh, you royal knights. He and Donald are with Yan Sid, where they anxiously await the king's return.
The Masked Boy. Nothing. A mysterious figure with ties to Master Xehanort. He warned Ventus that Terra was in some kind of danger, but disappeared before explaining any further. But we already know there's more to this. We read it in the story synopsis.
Then we get Vanitas afterwards.
That makes no sense!
A mysterious
Welcome,
boy
Minion.
Hi, Minion, we're reading. It's great.
Yes, the Donald voice is amazing. Thank you.
Yes, it is amazing. I agree. A mysterious boy who hides his face behind a mask. He has ties to Master Xehanort. Vanitas warned Ventus that Terra was in some kind of danger, but disappeared before explaining any further.
Vanitas Remnant! Of course!
Nice!
That's the Vanitas is. A physical manifestation of what remained of Vanitas' powerful thoughts and feelings.
I don't think he has thoughts and feelings. Unknown.
He has a lot of thoughts and feelings.
True.
That's how the Unversed exists. It's because he's always suffering and pain.
Suffer! A mysterious figure whose origins, identity, and purpose are unclear.
I mean, really could be anybody.
Yeah.
The Armor of Ericus. A sentient suit of armor containing a Keyblade Master's will. I mean, really, again, that could be anybody.
Hey,
Oh,
what?
you're right, I'm sorry.
Keyblade.
Master's will.
There we go.
Yeah, they even included the chair.
Yeah. No hearts. A suit of armor worn by one who wields a...
Keyblade.
No one knows who is behind the mask.
I mean, really could be anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it really
Could even be me. And that's everybody in the
Oh
main
wait,
characters.
he has a. You can look at his other version if you look at his models.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
I think he has my favorite Keyblade armor design. It just looks really cool.
There's something about Armor Veracus that looks really nice to me. But,
Oh, I like Armor Veracus too. I think
I like all the armors. I don't think any of the armors look straight up bad.
I think the thing I like about Armor Veracus is it looks like an actual samurai armor.
All right, I'm on to Castle of Dreams.
Alright, yeah, me too.
Oh crap! Which one was it? I think it's me. So
It is you.
Cinderella, 1950. A young lady who believes in that dreams can come true. Lady Tremaine and her daughter seem to be determined to make her life a misery, but Cinderella endures it with grace. She and Jacques the Mouse are good friends.
Sora has my favorite armor design. Yeah, me too.
Wouldn't that just be his clothes at this point?
But what clothes? Kingdom Hearts 1 clothes, Kingdom Hearts 2 clothes, Kingdom Hearts 3 clothes, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop clothes? There's a lot of options.
Specify it. I would go with Kingdom Hearts. I like his Kingdom Hearts 3 clothes a lot, actually. Alright. Jack, or Jacques, whatever it is.
One of them.
Cinderella, 1950. A personable mouse who looks after people and knows how to get things done. His friend Cinderella, or his friend, not friends, often saves him from the clutches of Lucifer the cat. Ventus helped Jack make a dress for Cinderella to wear to the ball. Oh, you get to read Lucifer, nice.
Lucifer the cat. Cinderella, 1950. Lady Tremaine's bully of a cat. He is constantly tormenting Jacques.
Okay, we probably don't have to read Cinderella each time because we're at Cinderella's world. I just thought about this. I'll read the character.
I hope you got the drinks ready for your throat. Yeah, we did, don't worry.
Yeah,
I haven't had to dip into them yet, but...
I've been drinking between, like, certain readings.
I have not yet, but...
Especially during the darkness and light that was going on earlier.
Oh yeah, the reports at the beginning were so bad.
Yeah,
Why did I get all the long ones?
Because this happened in Kingdom Hearts 1, I think, too.
Yes, it did. Like, didn't you get a bunch of short ones that I was given ones that are like 3 times as long?
I don't know. Alright, Lady Tremaine. Cinderella's wicked stepmother who forces her to live in the attic and finish an unreasonable number of chores each day. She herself lives in luxury and spoils her own daughters, Drizella and Anastasia. Rotten.
Speaking of Anastasia, Cinderella, 1958. Lady Tremaine's daughter, she and her older sister Drizella bully Cinderella around. She takes pride in her skill as a flutist, despite not actually having any. Is that flutist? I have no clue what that is.
Flutist? I think it's flutist.
Okay, so I was right the first time, flutist. And Drizella?
Oh, sorry. I for some reason blanked out. I was distracted. Yeah, Drizella. Cinderella, 1950. Lady Tremaine's daughter. She and her younger sister Anastasia, yes, subject Cinderella, to constant bullying. Her costly voice lessons do not seem to be doing much good.
Oof.
Dang.
Right, on Dwarf Woodlands. Oh, they're gonna make us do one for each one of the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Starting with Snow White. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, 1937. A lovely young maiden with a kind heart. So beautiful was Snow White that the queen grew jealous and sought to end her life. Well, that escalated quickly.
Yep.
Snow White was spared, however, and began living in a cottage deep in the woods with 7 dwarves she met.
Doc. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937. This was like the first big hit for Disney, too. I still think the animation's really good, but it's also because it's rotoscoped to actual people. One of the 7 dwarves who lives in the cottage deep in the woods. Doc is the most knowledgeable. He is the one with the glasses.
You heard it here first. If you have glasses, you're smart, and if you don't have glasses, go buy glasses so you can be smart.
You're also Doc. If you have glasses.
Well, of course. Grumpy. Snow White and 7 Dwarfs, 1937. One of the 7 dwarfs who lives in a cottage deep in the woods. Grumpy is suspicious of everything and slow to trust anyone. He always wears a look of displeasure.
Wonder why. Happy! Snow White and 7 Dwarfs, 1937.
Maybe living with this guy is like...
He looks so happy.
Exactly.
One of the 7 dwarves who live in a cottage deep in the woods. Happy's constant smiles are a comfort to all around him. I mean, he does look pretty happy and comfortable.
does. Sleepy.
I like him.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937. One of the 7 dwarfs who lives in a cottage deep in the woods. Sleepy always looks ready to doze off.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Bashful. Snow White and the 7 dwarves. One of the
He
7
almost looks
dwarves
like he's
who-
T-posing.
It almost does. One of the 7 dwarves who lives in the cottage deep in the woods. Bashful will turn red if you so much say hello.
Hi.
Wonder why.
Sneezy, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, 1937. One of the 7 dwarfs who lives in a cottage deep in the woods. Sneezy. Well, he sneezes a lot.
They didn't know what to put.
Yeah.
That's funny. Dopey, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, 1937. Well, one of the 7 dwarfs who lives in the cottage deep in the woods. Dopey is always one clumsy step behind the other dwarves and meets with many a mishap.
Old peddler woman, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, 1937. Mysterious old woman who dropped an apple. She claims Terra threatened her with the...
Keyblade.
To find out about Master Xehanort. A troubling thought for Ventus. I was worried we might actually be past the phase of darknesses and keyblades, but I'm glad to be wrong.
Exactly. Alright, now we go to Enchanted Dominant.
Yep, Princess Aurora is yours.
Princess Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, 1959. A princess who was cursed at birth by Maleficent. To keep her safe, 3 good fairies hid her in the forest and gave her a new name, Briar Rose. That's a nice name, actually.
Yeah.
I like it. On her 16th birthday, she learned of her origins and returned to the castle. But true to Maleficent's curse, she fell into eternal slumber. When brought together, 7 hearts of pure light like Aurora's are the key to ruling all worlds. Well, I'm glad that they actually mentioned that. So
Yeah. Florist, Sleeping Beauty, 1959. The fairy dressed in red. While scatterbrained at times, she acts as the leader of the 3. Flora gave the newborn Aurora the gift of beauty. To keep her safe from Maleficent, the 3 fairies lived with the princess in a cottage in the forest for 16 years.
I wish I had the gift of beauty at birth.
No, right? Just imagine just being immediately born and just immediately having good luck, not having to work for any of it.
Your parents look at the baby. They're just like, "Oh God, he's hot."
Like, how did this happen from us?
Fauna, Sleeping Beauty, 1959. I also like how their names are all based off of feathers and stuff, or
Yes.
feathers, flowers and stuff. The fairy dressed in green. She is the most level-headed of the 3.
Fauna's not a flower, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like greens and stuff. Fauna gave the newborn Aurora the gift of song. To keep her safe from Maleficent, the 3 fairies lived with the princess in a cottage in the forest for 16 years.
Merryweather. Okay, somebody's name isn't like the others. Sleeping Beauty, 1959. The fairy dressed in blue. She can be stubborn at times, and often bickers with Flora. Merryweather gave the newborn Aurora the Ray of Hope as her gift. Wait, is she responsible for that remix in 0.2? To keep her safe from Maleficent, the 3 fairies lived with the princesses in a cottage in the forest for 16 years.
What is the Ray of Hope? like,
I don't know. I'm going with my theory. It's she gave us the 0.2 remake. It's so simple and clean.
Sweet. I get Maleficent, a terrifying evil fairy. Oh, Maleficent's Sleeping Beauty, 1959. A terrifying evil fairy with a command of dark magic.
Thank you for
She
that.
attended the celebration of Aurora's birth, despite not being invited, and prophesied that 16 years later, Aurora would prick her finger on the spindle of spinning and wheel and die. Of a spinning wheel and die. That's very specific.
Yeah.
Maleficent's gleeful account of Terra's misdeeds had left Ven troubled.
And that's everybody here. On to Radiant Garden. Not as many characters as I was expecting.
Look at Alias's tiny little weapon.
It's so small.
It's just a small little weapon.
Right. Alias, a man of true grit who serves in the Royal Guard who watches over Radiant Garden. He values action over words. Me hit things. The end.
With this tiny weapon. Evan,
Person with stupid name.
a researcher in Radiant Garden who has been delving into the workings of the hearts. He and his fellows at the castle have taken Yenzo, an orphan, under their wing. That's abduction.
Yes, it is. Yenzo, a young boy who speaks little, but his serene gaze suggests that he sees much. Even... Oh, I hate that name so much. Evan and the others at the castle are raising him since he has lost his parents.
Unfortunate. You know, at least, I thought that said Oilin. I was like, what? Dylan doesn't have a small weapon. Dylan, one of the Royal Guard... Wait, is it Royal Guards or Royal Guard?
Royal Guard. He is the only Royal Guard. Of course.
Who keep Radiant Garden safe. His savage looks belie a silver tongue and natural talent for manipulating the hearts of others. If only he could do that power in the other games.
I know, right? It would be amazing. Lee, a likable, upbeat boy who tends to jump into things without consulting anybody else, sometimes with disastrous results. Might as well just plaster that at the beginning of every Kingdom Hearts game. Now, he seems to be hung up on other people remembering him, and taught Ventus the importance of making friends. He and his own best friend Issa have bigger plans, ... There's no real ... but there might as well be.
I think it's pronounced Isa. Isa. I'm gonna say Isa, because I think that's what they say in Kingdom Hearts 3 at least. I don't remember. I'm gonna say Isa. Isa! A serene and self-possessed boy who always has time for a quick quip at his... Quick quip, that's like a tongue twister, at his best friend Lee's expense. If only he had his claymore in hand. Actually don't, because that makes me think of Kingdom Hearts 3, and that just scares me.
Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck and money. 1967. I could not ask for a better introductory title. An entrepreneur and shop owner from Disneytown. Hoping to take his already massive fortunes to cosmic levels, he moved to Radiant Garden with Merlin's help. The lifetime passes to Disneytown were a gift from Scrooge.
Fun fact.
Surprisingly generous of him.
They both broke the law, literally.
Yes.
Merlin, the Sword and the Stone, 1963. A great wizard who travels the world with the mysterious bag, he instantly recognized Ventus as a fellow world, in parentheses, traveler. Or quotations, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And allowed him access to a curious book.
And
there's an amazing alias tiny weapon.
Yes. Ooh, a lot of them
there's
here.
a lot in Disney.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be too surprised.
I mean, it probably has one for each of the Duck triplets, and Chip and Dale have their own. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Who knows how many Pete's gonna have? I didn't read them all that briefly.
Probably 3.
Yeah. Queen Minnie. Mickey's Surprise Party. 1939. Mickey went without Minnie for over a decade. Wow. Yep. Queen of Disney Castle, who reigns over the kingdom while King Mickey is away training. Right now, she is busy putting together the annual Disneytown Dream Festival, but Pete's hijinks aren't making the job any easier.
Dang, Pete. Daisy Duck. Don Donald, 1937.
Wait, Daisy?
Yeah.
It goes to Chip for me.
Oh, well, it goes to Daisy
where's...
for me, so.
I don't have... Oh, Daisy's in that ending cutscene. This again. You're probably going to have something I don't. Well, you can go ahead and read it.
It gives us an extra entry anyways. So, Daisy Duck. Don Donald, 1937. Donald's girlfriend. She's assisting Queen Minnie with royal affairs until the king returns.
Is that all
now
it says?
It's on Chip.
Okay. Chip. Private Pluto, 1943. One of Disney Castle's engineers. I am terrified of thinking of this thing as an engineer. He and his younger brother Dale put a lot of work into building a racetrack for the whole town to enjoy. And now the unversed in Pete's antics are ruining all the fun. Chip is none too pleased.
Of course. And Dale, Private Pluto, 1943. One of Disney Castle's engineers. He is
more terrifying than Chip.
Yeah. He and his older brother Chip just got through building a racetrack for everyone to enjoy. But now the unversed and Pete are messing everything up, and it's really rattling Dale's cage.
Huey, Donald's nephews, 1938. Wait, hold on. Huey existed before Minnie?
Yes.
Yes! Wow, okay. That's crazy to me. Okay. One of Donald's triplet nephews. He calls the shots at ice cream shop when he runs with Dewey and Louie. They're trying to save up for a big adventure. Step 1. Thinking of ice cream flavors no one's ever tasted before.
Dewey! Donald's nephews, 1938. One of Donald's triplet nephews. He runs an ice cream shop with Huey and Louie. They're trying to save up for a big adventure. It was Dewey's idea to combine rhythm and ice cream to attract customers. Okay, so it's all Dewey's fault.
Okay, so this is the triplet that we need to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Louis, Donald's nephews, 1938. One of Donald's triplet nephews. He helps out in his own easygoing way at the ice cream shop. They're trying to save up for a big adventure. They couldn't think of anything for him at all.
Yeah, they really couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, this is all just copied from Huey.
I guess the big adventure would be for them to go to other worlds at that point.
I guess.
Alright, Horse Collar. The Plowboy in 1929. The fellow in charge of Fruit Ball.
Fruit Ball!
His job has gotten a lot harder since the young verse showed up. He was a local fixture before Disney Castle was even built, and has known King Mickey and Queen Minnie for ages.
Alright, so is it your fault that Captain Dark / Justice is such a monster?
Yeah, that's a true question. Speaking of which, is the Captain
He says
Justice
Louis
for
just had no part of anything. And yeah, it's Captain Justice.
you? Yes, Louis did have no part of anything.
Captain Justice. Pete, Disneytown's biggest troublemaker in disguise. The truth and justice chick is just a ploy to garner votes and win him the Million Dreams Award. I feel dirty speaking these words. Sadly, this particular hero is better known for his deeds of daring don't.
Captain Dark.
I don't have Captain Dark.
Oh, I did. Well, it's good that I have these.
Yeah, well, again, Captain Dark, I think, was in that last cutscene. So.
Yeah. Alright, well, a secret identity assumed by Pete, Disneytown's biggest troublemaker. He is pretending to be a shadowy hero to garner votes to win the Million Dreams Award. Unfortunately, he's more shady than shadowy, and there's nothing heroic about him. You know, it's actually good that I have these extra... Oh my god, I have enchanted brooms afterwards. You know what? I'm going to read this too, because, you know, I have all these extras.
I don't have the broom, so I couldn't read it.
It's, you know, I'm glad that I opened up my game for this.
Alright, fine.
We get extra stuff. A wondrous... Enchanted Brooms, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, 1940. Wondrous brooms that can move about because the king put them under a spell. Normally, they work to keep the castle tidy, but they are called upon as guards when the need arises. Okay, now I'm at Pluto.
Right, and thank you, Cyber. I said at the beginning of the stream, but I was either going to do what I did for the thumbnail, or it was just going to be a book, and it was a really easy choice.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
There's Pluto, the Chain Gang, 1930. King Mickey's trusty dog. While the king is away, Pluto helps Queen Minnie and Daisy hold down the fort. Well, at least he thinks he's helping. I'm sorry, I missed it at the beginning. King Mickey. I'll read the we didn't do many... Or, yeah, I'll read the next one, too, because you did two in a row.
It was Hercules in Olympus.
Yep. Hercules, 1997. A boy with tremendous strength who goes by Herc for short. I'm sure he and Ben get along great. He was born a god, but someone kidnapped him when he was a baby. And ever since, he has lived down on Earth as a mortal. After learning he can rejoin the gods on Olympus if he becomes a true hero, he has asked Phil to train him, and he has been hard at work ever since.
You know, this is probably the best looking stream because there's no, what's it called?
Yeah, it's basically just still images with barely moving characters. Like,
how
they're
many frames
breathing.
have you dropped?
I have dropped 296. That's 0.1%.
That is nothing compared
to last stream, which was 33%. That's nothing.
I'm just going to say Phil because I do not know how to pronounce the full Greek name.
That's fine. That's what I did too.
Yeah, Phil, Hercules, 1997. A renowned trainer of heroes who has whipped countless hopefuls into shape. For a while, he had written off the whole hero business, but Hercules talked him out of retirement.
Zach, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. Release date unknown. A boy who longs to become a hero. He heard that Phil specialized in training heroes and competed to become his next student, but Hercules ended up edging him out. Nothing phases Zach. He smiles his way through the worst of troubles. Also, my frames have suddenly dropped to 416. We shouldn't talk about it anymore.
Yeah. Poor Zach.
Yeah, he just gets gypped. You know, like, anyone that's played Final Fantasy VII or Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, like, we know what his fate is. It's not good. I don't know what the remake has to say, but I haven't played it yet.
You'll just have to wait and see.
I guess.
I do, though, personally. Experiment 626, Stitch. Lilo and Stitch, 2002. An alien created through illegal genetic experimentation by the self-proclaimed evil genius Dr. Jumba. He was carrying an imitation wayfinder and seemed intrigued by Ventus for some reason. I couldn't read those words for some reason.
Captain Gantu, also known as Captain Justice! Lilo and Stitch, 2002. A captain of justice in the Galactic Federation's army. He takes his responsibility seriously, but his hot-headed attitude results in his frequent failures. Now that both Experiment 626 and Dr. Jumba have escaped his custody, he's fighting just to hang on to his poor, miserable job.
Well, Ganta is just trying to do his job, alright? He's not a bad guy after... I mean, he does turn into a good guy later on.
He becomes the villain later on, like full-blown villain.
He becomes both a villain and a good guy. It's crazy.
Is there only two of them here? Okay, yeah, I guess there is, because, Jumbo was only in his terror story, I think.
Yeah. Peter Pan. Peter Pan, 1953. Wow, I did not realize Peter Pan was that old.
I thought he was older than that. I thought he was 40s.
Oh,
And I guess there wasn't a whole lot of 40s Disney because World War II.
40s was their experimental age of, like...
that too.
It's when they did their shorts.
Well, yeah, that's because they had to, though. Again,
Yeah.
World War II.
Of course, don't you remember the Donald Nazi short? Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Wouldn't have
Peter
it
Pan,
any other way.
Peter Pan, 1953. A boy from Neverland, where no one ever has to grow up. He kidnaps kids. Peter may hatch plans faster than he can stick to them, but he lacks nothing for courage and a sense of what's right. After trying to nab his nemesis, Captain Jahooks, pirate treasure, and coming up empty-handed, he and the Lost Boys decide to fill the chest with their own treasures instead.
Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, 1953, a pixie who lives in Neverland. Ventus kept her company after she and Peter Pan had a fight, but then Captain Jahook kidnapped her.
Of course. Slightly, I get to learn about all the Lost Boys now.
All two
Peter
of them.
Pan, 1953. One of the Lost Boys who live in Peter Pan's hideout. He and Cubby were helping Tinkerbell look for a shooting star, but Peter talked them into going after Captain Cahook. I almost said Captain Jahook's treasure instead.
Chubby, Peter Pan, 1953.
Chubby.
One of the Lost Boys who live in Peter Pan's hideout. Tinkerbell wanted him and Slightly to help her look for a shooting star, but they ended up going after Captain Jahook's treasure with Peter instead.
Keep calling him Chubby, you jerk.
I know, I did that on purpose.
I know you did, you jerk.
Well, you get the fun one.
Captain Jahook, Peter Pan, 1953. A pirate of Peter Pan, a pirate of Neverland, and
He is a pirate of
Pan's
Peter Pan.
arch enemy. For all his attempts to give that cowardly sparrow his comeuppance, he has yet to succeed. His usual swagger is replaced by terror at the very sight or sound of crocodile.
Mr. Smee, Peter Pan, 1953. A pirate in the service of Captain Jahook. Blunderer and blockhead he may be, but Smee never abandons his captain.
It sounds like a hiccup. It's great. Oh yeah, I get to read the crocodile. The crocodile, Peter Pan, 1953. Captain Jahook's most feared enemy. Just a few ticks of the clock he swallowed are enough to send Jahook running for dear life.
And that's everything in Neverland, so we only have 100 Acre Wood and Other.
So 4, because Monster is the only one in Other.
Yeah, right. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, 1966. A bear who lives in the 100 Acre Wood. Easygoing he may be, but when it comes to honey, his favorite, he tends to get just a little carried away. He's also a jerk to his friends. But we're not going to talk about that. Exactly.
Tigger, T-I-double-G-R, Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, 1968. Oh, he didn't come out the same time as...
Yeah, no, he
Interesting.
had to wait a couple years, I guess.
A friend of Pooh's who loves bouncing more than anything else. Unfortunately, his bouncing sometimes causes headaches for everybody else.
Rabbit. Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, 1966. A crabby customer who just wants a quiet life. Somehow, though, The funny business always finds him, leaving his gardens in a terrible state and his precious honey pots drained to the last drop.
I get to read Monstro. Yay! 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 A Monstro, Pinocchio, 1940. An enormous whale that dwells in the ocean of stars. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that was easy. Okay. All we have left to read through is the Unversed. This is going way faster than I thought it would.
The Unversed
Blood,
will take a while.
defeated. 417. I'm going to read all the defeateds because it's going to be different for us.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you get to read Flood.
Oh. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Monstro is so short.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Just because these foes like to dart around doesn't mean... I can't read. Dart around as they strike doesn't mean that you shouldn't get antsy yourself. Lock on and let your...
Keyblade.
do the talking. Careful, though. Your attacks won't hit if the floods have seeped into the ground.
Scrapper.
Defeated. 6,680. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that was in my farming spot.
Probably. These baddies like to wait for an opening. If you start swatting your
Keyblade.
around without paying attention, I assume you pressed the button,
Yes, I did.
the scrappers will have their claws all over you in no time. Stay alert! Of course, you could look for an opening yourself. Scrappers do tend to move in straight lines.
They were also definitely in my farming spot, guessing by the defeated number. Bruiser. Defeated. 3,664. Need proof the size matters? You know, I've played the Ratchet & Clank game. Wait till one of these juggernauts lays down the hurt with its high-octane attacks. Their shockwaves have a lot of range, so be sure to keep your distance. Who keeps their distance against these guys? You're better off just going straight in for them. All that extra weight is bound to tucker a bruiser out. Wait for signs of fatigue, then put the big guy to sleep.
That's a euphemism for killing him.
Mm-hmm.
Red Hot Chili.
Defeated. 418.
Don't expect these little spice churls to hold still. You'll need to lock on if you want your blows to connect. Use blizzard attacks to douse their fires for good. They may try to slam into you while ablaze, so be ready to stop, drop, and roll. Or at least roll.
Mono Trucker. Defeated. 48. These road warriors zoom around and pick a fight. With pickaxes! It's hard to get a beat on a mono truck when it's too far away. So find the right time to move in, then finish it off in one fell swoop.
If you're curious on why they're so little destroyed, they're Mirage Arena only.
Yeah, these guys only have 53, the Thorn Bites.
Those guys are just in one world that you never go to again. Thorn Bites.
Yeah, defeated 53.
Make no mistake, a thorn bite by any other name would still smack you around. Those vines lash out further than you might think, sending you flying if you don't watch it. Direct attacks cause these plant pests to start glowing and gain a dangerous burst of speed. Use magic commands to spare yourself the prickly predicament.
Shoegazer. Defeated. Well, I'm going for... Hold up. Going back. Shoegazer. Defeated. 132. When it comes to these foot soldiers, the more the scarier. Nice pun. They like to team up for a combination attack, so bring them to heal one at a time. They are going all in on the puns on this, and I'm totally fine with it. They like to tuck their heads in when the going gets rough. Most attacks can't hurt them once they do.
Spider Chest.
Defeated. 119.
You defeated 9 more than me. It's a chest. That's a spider. Got it? Good. Because opening the wrong treasure chest could cause you an itsy bitsy bit of trouble. Poisonous trouble. These guys are bad news. If you see one burrow, wait for it and then catch it when it comes up in the for air. Defeating it will net you tons of prizes.
Archraven. Defeated. 4,623. Somebody was in my farming spot. Usually these foes keep to the air, but if you see their bodies glow red, be ready for a quick lunge. Archravens will make off with prizes lying in the field. Why? Because they like to. Nice fun again. Use jumping or long-range attacks to beat them to the punch.
I didn't know they took items from the ground.
I didn't either. Hair Razor. Defeated. 157.
Thank you for reading that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Guess again. Meet the anti-cuddly. What kind of brute hits you with its ears? Probably bunnies.
Yes.
After one of these auricular assaults, you have a chance to show Bunny who's boss. Take it.
Jelly Shade, defeated, 255. These floaters are known to attack in groups, and sometimes even colonies. Each color is weak against a different element, making it hard to put the kibosh on their collective jiggle. When in doubt, start smacking them with the
Keyblade.
Yeah, I was about to say, is this game going to try to tell me to use different spells for these, like, one-hit kill enemies?
Yeah, that's cute. Tank Toppler, defeated, 9,685! I know for a fact you were in my farming spot.
Let's get this out of the way. These foes have gas, as in they're filled with it. Hitting them head-on will cause them to blow up. Get caught in the blast, you're taking major damage. Conveniently, all tank topplers come fitted with shut-off valves on their backs. Moving around behind them and hit them with valves to avoid an explosive end. Or use Mic Flare.
Yeah, that works too. Or Magnet. File. Defeated, 74. Annoyingly, these unversed focus on healing their buddies. Hitting them will draw their fire. Not a bad thing, really, when the alternative is them pumping their comrades full of fresh HP. Fact, confusing a file will cause it to heal you instead. Yeah, but how do you confuse
Should that say tip, not fact?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Sonic Blaster.
Defeated, 83.
This troublemaker touts two styles, Seek Mode and Attack Mode. It likes to keep its distance while in Seek Mode. The Sonic Blaster will shine a searchlight on you and try to lock on multiple times. Steer clear and strike first.
Triple Wrecker, defeated, 42. The perfect number.
Of course.
This is actually 3 inverse joined together, each with a different element. Remember that the middle element calls the shots, and you won't run into too much trouble. Fortunately, the triple wrecker doesn't know that many ways to wreck. Wait for an opening when it's shifting formation, for example. Yeah, that's cute. Like we were saying before, you think we're going to have all those elements on hand. That's really cute.
Wild Bruiser.
Defeated, 43.
Aw, one too many. I have 43 defeated on my end, too. This simple-minded simian still packs quite a punch. Thankfully, its feet don't move much faster than its brain, so once the coast is clear, you can rush in, deal some damage, and escape before the monkey business resumes. Romper's barking. Wild Bruisers home in on you when they charge. Dodging works better than blocking if you want to set up a counterattack.
Alright. Blue Sea Salt defeated, 5,534. Hello, farming enemy. Don't expect these chilly adversaries to hold still. You'll need to lock on if you want your blows to connect. Use fire attacks to melt them down to size. When in peril, they put out their most powerful attack, Deep Freeze. Careful you don't get iced.
Interesting. Yellow Mustard.
Defeated, 119.
Don't expect these crafty condiments to hold still. You'll need to lock on if you want your blows to connect. Use blizzard attacks to chill them out. Also, don't be that guy or gal who gets slammed by an electrified yellow mustard. It's so difficult to explain to friends.
Okay, that last paragraph is just bizarre. I don't know if I love it or hate it, but it's something.
Oh my god.
Mandrake, defeated, 148. Normally, mandrakes hide in the ground and attack from afar with their leaf cutters, and that's when they're playing nice. Or when they're still playing nice. If you get too close, they'll leap out of the ground and try to poison you, or else confuse you with the pollen they spew into the air as they charge.
Buckle Bruiser.
Defeated, 76.
Buckles? Who knew? Sadly, they serve a purpose, keeping those bruisers' sturdy armor strapped on. Head-on attacks won't work. You need to get behind it to hit its weak spot. Try magic, but don't get careless just because it's slow. Buckle rhymes with knuckle, which rhymes with pain, which you'll be seeing a lot of if you're not ready to block. It doesn't rhyme with pain, you liar.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Pain, buckle. Yeah, sounds about right. Chrono Twister, defeated, 86. I hate this so much. Even unversed needs somebody to boss them around. The Chrono Twister is happy to do the job. CTs like to hide in their hourglasses, but when the sand runs out and they reveal their true form, woe is you! They're going to hit you with stopgut. You don't want that. Use combos to flip that hourglass before the sand runs out. I've
So
never
that's
seen
how
that
that
happen.
gimmick works. Axe Flapper.
Defeated 89.
These baddies will launch razor-sharp gusts of wind at you faster than you can say Axe Flapper. Keep your distance and give yourself room to dodge. Beware, just because you've taken one down doesn't mean you've taken it out. Get hasty and wander too close, and it'll counter with a rising slash.
Prize Pod. Defeated 42. Once again, the perfect number.
Nice.
You don't see these rare unversed every day. Attacking or defeating them causes them to drop rare items called delicious prizes. Prize pods won't attack you, but they will skedaddle the moment they're spotted. You'll have to chase them down if you want dibs on all of that deliciousness.
Of course. Blob Mob.
Defeated 8.
You defeated 8, I defeated 1 on my save. What's translucent, jiggly, and boasts a wide variety of attacks? Hint, it's on this page.
Captain Justice?
Yeah, Captain Justice, hello. These pests will divide and multiply if you hit them. Annoying much? Look for an opening as you take them out in one fell swoop.
Glidewinder. Defeated 3. I defeated even less of them than I did the blob
I
mobs.
defeated one of these guys too.
These speed demons will slam right into you if you're not careful. Take them out using long-range attacks, or use contraptions in the field against them. Alternatively, Glidewinders have a thing for racing. At least if sightings in a certain world are to be believed. Ellipses.
Flame Box. This should have no defeated.
Yeah, no.
Thing. This box, because this is the special ones, this box, like Unversed, launches fireballs at its enemies. Destroy them before they destroy you. Don't get hit or you'll lose precious seconds. Shot locks and wide-range magic attacks are your friend.
Lone Runner. Also no defeated. This Unversed mostly keeps to itself, but what it lacks in aggression, it makes up for in speed. High-level shot locks or wide-range attacks are essential to take out handfuls at once. So yeah, basically what I did in the end. Hello, Mega Flare, my old friend!
Vitality Vial.
Still no defeated.
Friend or foe. This Unversed releases clouds of HP, restoring goodness when attacked. However, it's wise to have plenty of restoration commands on hand in case you can't keep
Wait,
up.
so
or
they
you can just
knew
ignore it.
that... So wait, so they knew that you
I
could
guess
use
so.
Cure here? That was intentional?
Yep.
Okay. I felt like it was break new whenever did. Belly Balloon. No defeated available. This big guy's weak spot, the valve on its back. It will do anything in its power to keep it out of sight. Performing a successful counterattack will cause it to recoil. Won't you have access to its weakness? Attack quickly and force!
Ringer!
No defeats available.
This Unversed appears one after another until there's a horde. Keep your eye out on the first one that materializes, as that's the one to destroy. Whatever you do, don't attack the wrong one. It will shave precious seconds off your time.
Gluttonous Goo. This monster. No defeats available. This Unversed loves its orbs. It won't give them up easily. It'll lose its clutch when it attacks, but be quick on your toes or it'll snatch them back up before you can say, Goo.
Sure.
When it's about to attack, be ready to counterattack for a chance at seizing its precious treasures. Yeah, and when you counterattack, then it'll counterattack, then you counterattack, then it counterattacks, 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 and it just keeps going!
Elemental Cluster.
No defeat, data available.
This Unversed is composed of 3 different elements. Zero in on the middle one. That's its weakness. Prepare a command deck with fire, blizzard, and thunder attacks. And don't forget command styles. When the elements line up, it's your chance to earn massive points.
Jelly Shade. No defeat, data available. This Unversed likes to attack in swarms. There's no time to rest. Destroy them as quickly as possible. Taking them out one by one is a waste of time and energy. Use commands to cover a lot of ground and take out oodles at once. Oodles!
Oodles and noodles. Floating Flora.
No defeat data available.
True to its name, this Unversed floats in the air with a little help from its enemies. Hit it numerous times and watch it fly up to the sky. Don't let it fall, you'll lose precious time. Rest is for the weak. Attack, attack, attack!
Rest is for the weak. Like that one. Mad Treant?
Trian.
Okay. This, like, Still no defeat data available. Come on, I at least defeated one. This giant tree-shaped unverse tried to get the jump on Ventus and Dwarf Woodlands. It could chuck poisonous fruit, it could launch vicious attacks, but could it defeat Ven? Nope. Not really.
Trinity armor.
Defeat data unavailable.
This giant unverse turned up in Radiant Garden. Its 3 components had a nasty knack for assembling and disassembling and generally causing Ventus, Terra, and Aqua a lot of headaches. Still, look whose teamwork won out in the end.
You know, I really don't know why this one doesn't have defeat data on it. You can fight this one in the Mirage Arena.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird. Metamorphosis. This giant floating unverse showed up while Ventus was sailing through the lanes between. It then took refuge on a transport ship in deep space. Despite its most blubbery efforts to sabotage the ship, the Metamorphosis was simply no match for Ven and Experiment 626's teamwork.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Mimic Master. A special unverse that can only be found in the Mirage Arena. It uses the book it carries to unleash an arsenal of attacks. Worse yet, it can absorb information about opponents and transform into identical copies.
I only ever had that happen as Aqua, bafflingly enough. Also, once again, you can fight this guy multiple times. In fact, you are required to fight him multiple times. Why is there no defeated tab?
Who knows?
Iron and Prisoner 1. A special unverse that can only be found in the Mirage Arena. The chains around its body keep its true power contained. It can, however, use the cage it carries to trap you and deny your freedom of movement.
Of course. Iron and Prisoner 2.
It's like the first one, but its arms aren't chained up and it has a weapon.
Yeah.
No, it actually kind of
Special
go back
unverse
to the
that
first
can
one.
only be found in the Mirage Arena. Both its arms have been freed of their chains, allowing the brute to use an enormous hammer to attack.
Iron and Prisoner 3. A special unverse that can only be found in the Mirage Arena. Both arms and legs have been freed of their chains, rendering the Iron and Prisoner more powerful than ever before.
Iron and Prisoner 4. A special unverse that only can be found in the Mirage Arena. Chains no longer keep this ultimate adversary's power in check. It exists on a higher plane to which lesser creatures may never aspire.
And that was it.
Aww.
So we are done then. This only took 90 minutes.
Honey Bunny, an adorable apple and honey ice cream shake. Just
Sure,
like
why
a bunny.
not? Ingredients: Honey Bunch 3, Apple Pie 2. There's only Command Style Fever Pitch. Screw it, we're doing this now. Bueno Volcano. A daring new veggie ice cream that's both healthy and spicy. Ingredients: prickle pepper, 5. Tabasco, 3. Resulting command style: Firestorm.
Snow Bear! A healthy tofu-flavored ice cream. Tofu doesn't have flavor.
Yeah, and
Shaped just like...
If it did, I would never want to use it for ice cream.
Yeah, same. Just like a polar bear. Ingredients: open sesame 3, soy milk 5, resulting command style: diamond dust.
Spark Lemon. A lemon ice cream whose sour power will have you wincing in joy. Ingredients: Thundercracker 4, Rocket Soda 2, Dancing Lemon 3. Resulting command style: Thunderbolt.
Goofy Parfait! Woo! The Sunday-style ice cream piled up to look like Goofy. Ingredients: Moogle Coffee 7, Jumbo Almond 6, Chocolate Valentine 5, Forest Muffin 10. Resulting command style: Cyclone.
Good touch there. Sugary Skies. A fluffy, fun-filled cross between cotton candy and ice cream. Ingredients: cream fluff, 10. Rainbow syrup, 8. Cotton cloud candy, 14. Resulting command style: Sky Climber.
Double Crunch. A mixed ice cream so full of fruit, you might just go a little bananas. Ingredients: cherry berry 9, Mary Dairy 5, wedding cake 14, star syrup 15. Resulting command style: Wingblade.
I can't help but notice they said that you might go a little bananas, but there's no bananas in this thing.
There's no bananas in it.
Yeah. Daisies are, I guess I'll do this one this now. It's the closest thing I'm going to get to an Adventure story.
Daisies are big! A grape favorite candy is the amazing craziest that you can activate the set! It's craziest! Sky skyrocketed! 8! With marshmallow! 15! Merry mint! 10! Melissa scrape!
remember, quarantine does do crazy stuff, people. But,
yeah, we read ice cream.
To be fair, I'm not in quarantine, though. I'm an essential worker.
Yeah, he is. I think that's all the real, like, readable stuff.
Yeah.
Can't believe
Unless you want to really hate yourself and go into Terra and Aqua saves.
Nope, I'm good.
Alright, well, in that case, thank y'all for watching. We still have a little bit Kingdom Hearts 2 to do, and then once that's done, we can move on to Dream Drop Distance.
He means 358 days over, too. He's going to handle that one.
Yeah, that's cute. See ya. See ya. See
you guys all.
Goodbye.
So for the people watching the VOD, see you in the next Kingdom Hearts LP. And for all the people in the stream, see you in Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna be doing CTR in a few days. We're starting that up again.
Yeah. See you guys next year. Chicken tenders.
All toasters, toast. Farewell.
Chicken tenders.